It started with silence. Not the silence of peace, but the silence that comes before everything. High above the galaxies, beyond even the phantom zone, Superman drifted in the cold void, searching for the origin of a cosmic frequency no mortal ear could detect. A pulse had spread across the universe, a soundless hum that shook the stars themselves. The Guardians of Oa called it the pulse of eternity. They warned him, "This is not a threat, Kal-El. It is the universe waking up." But Superman couldn't ignore it. Something about that hum felt personal, like it knew him. For days, he followed the resonance through black holes and broken nebulae, tracing it to a region of space that shouldn't exist. A void with no stars, no light, no time. And then he heard it. A voice. Not through his ears, but through his soul. "Kal-El, you are late." He froze. "Who's speaking?" "I am not a who," the voice answered, echoing through every atom of existence. "I am eternity, the living universe. You have walked my body since your birth." Superman's breath caught. He could feel it, the truth in the voice. Every star he'd seen, every world he'd saved, every photon that ever touched him, all were part of this being. He whispered, "You're the universe itself." "Not all of it," Eternity replied. "Only the part that thinks, the part that dreams. And I am dying." The words sent a tremor through space. Entire constellations flickered as if gasping for air. Superman looked around. The stars themselves dimmed like fading neurons. "What's killing you?" Eternity's voice was vast, sorrowful. "Your kind. Thought. Will. Choice. Every act of free will changes me, burns me. Creation has become too heavy. Even gods draw power from me, and I am nearly empty." Superman clenched his fists. "Then let me help you." A pause. Then, a sound that might have been laughter if the cosmos could laugh. "You cannot help me, child of Krypton. You are my wound. Your existence bends my structure. You defy physics, gravity, death. You are my flaw made flesh." The stars rippled. Space bent around him. Suddenly, Superman was pulled into a vision, a cosmic memory of eternity's birth. He saw the Big Bang erupting like divine breath. He saw galaxies forming like cells, time folding like tissue. And he saw something else. A single spark of light falling through the chaos. A baby, wrapped in fire. Kal-El gasped. "That's me." "Yes," Eternity answered. "Your arrival was no accident. Krypton's death was not chance. The explosion that birthed you tore a scar through my being." Superman's heart pounded. "You're saying Krypton's destruction was planned?" Eternity's form began to shift, stars aligning into a colossal face that stretched across light years. "You were forged to be my correction, a consciousness strong enough to reshape my decay. But you chose humanity. You chose love. And in doing so, you altered everything." Superman looked into the infinite gaze and whispered, "I chose hope." "Hope," Eternity rumbled, "is chaos in its purest form." The stars around him started collapsing into spirals. Light became gravity. Time slowed. Superman felt himself being absorbed into the very fabric of the universe. He struggled, heat vision flaring, but it was like trying to burn the concept of existence itself. "Eternity, stop this," he shouted. But the voice thundered, "To heal the universe, I must erase its sickness. You will return to me, Kal-El, and become my heart again." Reality cracked. The constellations bled white fire. Superman screamed as his body disintegrated into pure energy. He was being unmade. And in the instant before consciousness faded, he heard a whisper, distant yet familiar. "Clark, don't give in." It was Lois. Her voice echoed through the void like a memory refusing to die. He seized it, a single thread of humanity in an ocean of infinity. And in that moment, the man of tomorrow stopped fading. He wasn't gone yet. Not while someone still believed in him. Superman's essence reignited, burning brighter than 1,000 suns. "Eternity," he roared. "If I'm your flaw, then I'll be your cure." The stars flared again. Time reversed. The void cracked open. The Man of Steel had declared war on the living universe itself. The void trembled. From the heart of creation, the living universe began to stir, stars shifting like eyes opening for the first time in millennia. Superman floated in the darkness, a single spark against a sea of eternity. He could feel the weight of everything pressing against him, gravity, thought, the pulse of existence itself. He wasn't fighting a being. He was fighting reality. Eternity's voice filled the cosmos like a storm across galaxies. You cannot fight what you are inside of, Kal-El. Every breath you take is mine. Superman's jaw tightened. Then I'll use your breath to save you. He ignited his solar core, his cells drinking in every photon left in the collapsing stars. The energy flared around him. Red, gold, and white light twisting together until his body became a burning beacon of defiance. Eternity's laughter echoed through the stars. Power will not save you. You cannot punch infinity. But Superman didn't answer. He moved. Faster than light, faster than comprehension, streaking through the nebular currents toward the heart of eternity, the source core, where reality's laws were born. He could see it ahead. A colossal sphere of living energy, each pulse rewriting the universe's physics. It was beautiful, terrifying, endless, and now it was dying. All around him, universes crumbled. He saw fragments of existence collapsing into cosmic dust, timelines burning away like candle wicks. And through it all, he heard whispers, millions of voices crying out in terror. Help us? Save our world? Superman. Their faith burned in him like fuel. He burst into the source core's outer ring, where physical form no longer mattered. His body fractured into light. His mind split into echoes. Each thought became 1,000 versions of himself across infinite worlds. One Superman stood on Krypton's ashes. Another held Lois's hand in an alternate metropolis. Another still drifted among alien suns, nameless and alone. All of them united now, drawn together by one purpose. He shouted into the cosmic storm, voice multiplied 1,000,000-fold. Eternity! You think I'm just part of you, but I'm proof that something greater exists. The stars flickered. And what is that? Choice. Eternity's vast consciousness rippled, uncertain for the first time. It spoke like thunder breaking apart. Choice is an infection. Tears order into fragments. Look around, Kryptonian. Look at what your kind has done to me. Images filled the void, wars, greed, destruction, all fueled by will. Superman flinched as he saw humanity's scars across the galaxies. He wanted to deny it, but he couldn't. Eternity was right. Every choice came with consequence. Every spark of free will reshaped the cosmos, often through pain. But then, in the darkness, he remembered why he fought. Because even through chaos, people still built, still loved, still hoped. He closed his eyes, whispering, "Maybe choice breaks you, but it also keeps you alive." He spread his arms, surrendering to the cosmic current. Instead of resisting eternity, he let it wash through him, absorbing the flow of universal energy, not as an invader, but as a bridge. Instantly, 1,000,000,000 visions exploded across his mind. He saw eternity's birth again, but this time, through the universe's own eyes. He saw loneliness, awareness, and fear. Eternity wasn't angry. It was afraid to die. Superman whispered, "You're not my enemy. You're alive. You just forgot how to feel." A pause. The stars froze mid-pulse. For the first time, eternity hesitated. What is there to feel? I am everything. There is nothing outside me. Superman smiled faintly. That's your problem. You've never been someone. He reached into the blinding source core, his hand sinking into pure existence. Let me show you. Eternity's voice darkened. You risk annihilation. Then let's risk it together. A blinding surge of light erupted, engulfing them both. Space itself screamed. Time shattered. The multiverse convulsed as Kryptonian cells touched the very essence of creation. For an instant, there was no Superman, no universe, only thought. And in that thought, eternity saw through him. It saw a mother's love, a father's dream, a woman's faith, saw hope, small, fragile, eternal. The cosmic pulse slowed. The dying stars began to glow again. Eternity spoke softly. Its tone changed. I understand now. You are not my flaw. You are my reminder. But even as it spoke, fissures tore through its form. The act of understanding had destabilized its balance. To feel was to become finite. To become finite was to die. Eternity whispered, "You've given me what I lacked, and it will destroy me." Superman's eyes widened. "Then take my strength. Take my light. Don't let everything end because of me." Eternity's presence trembled. "You would give yourself to me?" He nodded. "If it keeps the universe alive." Yes. And with that, he plunged into the source core. His body dissolved into radiant energy, merging with the heart of creation. The stars ignited. Galaxies roared back to life. Time began to heal. But in the deep quiet of rebirth, one question echoed across the cosmos. If Superman had become part of eternity, what then would remain of the man? There was light, endless, soft, eternal. And in that light, a whisper. "Clark, wake up." Superman opened his eyes. But what surrounded him wasn't space. It wasn't even time. He was standing inside the living consciousness of eternity. A landscape made of thought and stars. Every step he took rippled through galaxies. Every heartbeat created worlds. He looked down at his hands. They shimmered like starlight, no longer flesh, but pure energy. Somewhere, faint and distant, he could feel Lois's voice. Faint, fragile, but still there. The last echo of home. He whispered, "Am I dead?" And from all around him, the familiar voice of eternity replied, calm and infinite. "No, Kal, you are part of me now. You merged your being with mine to restore the balance. The cosmos lives again. Because of you." Superman's eyes glowed faintly. "Then let me go back. Humanity needs me." Eternity pulsed, stars rippling like thoughts. "You misunderstand. There is no you anymore. You are in every cell of creation. You are every sun, every breath of wind. You are eternal." Superman's chest tightened. "No, I didn't give up my life to lose myself. I became part of you to remind you why life matters." Eternity's tone softened. "And you have. I feel now what I could not before. Love, sorrow, wonder. But I also feel fear. Fear of being alone." Clark stepped forward, his glowing boots leaving ripples of galaxies behind. "You're not alone. Not if people still believe. Every time someone looks up at the sky with hope. That's me. That's us." A long silence filled the void. Then, slowly, the fabric of existence shimmered, folding inward, reshaping. Superman saw flashes. Earth, Lois, the daily planet, the laughter of children under sunlight. "Do you wish to return?" Eternity asked. Superman nodded. "If you've truly learned what it means to be alive, then yes. Because living means letting go." Eternity's vast presence rippled like a sigh through 1,000 galaxies. "Then take back what was once mine, and become what you were always meant to be." A sphere of light emerged from the heart of creation, glowing brighter than any star. It descended toward Clark, surrounding him, reshaping him, restoring what had been lost. He felt warmth. Wait, the sensation of being again. And when the light faded, Superman stood whole, the man of tomorrow reborn from the mind of the universe itself. But something was different. His eyes burned with a faint cosmic light. The S on his chest shimmered like a galaxy in motion. He looked around, the endless void now peaceful, stable, and alive. Eternity's voice returned, gentle now. "Go, Kal. The living need their symbol again." Superman smiled faintly. "And what about you?" "I will rest," Eternity answered. "For the first time, I am not afraid to dream." And with that, the living universe went silent, not dead, but content. Superman soared upward, piercing through dimensional layers until color, sound, and gravity returned. The familiar blue of Earth filled his vision. The hum of its life, millions of heartbeats, sang in his ears like music. He landed gently in Metropolis, the morning sun spilling over the skyline. The people stopped, staring in awe. For a moment, they had believed he was gone forever. Lois ran toward him, her eyes wide. "Clark, is it really you?" He smiled, voice soft but steady. "I went somewhere far away, and I brought back something." She frowned. "What?" He looked up at the rising sun, at the light that warmed everything without asking for praise. Perspective. Later, atop the Daily Planet, he stood alone, gazing over the city. Every sound, every life, every heartbeat, all of it vibrated in perfect harmony. He could feel eternity's pulse within it, not as a master but as a friend. He whispered to the sky, "You're still out there, aren't you?" And the wind, soft and endless, seemed to reply, "Always." He smiled. "Good. Keep watching. I'll keep doing the same." As he stepped off the rooftop, the morning light caught his cape, a streak of red across the dawn. Somewhere beyond the stars, the universe itself smiled, content in knowing that the being who once challenged it now protected it once more. Because Superman wasn't just the man of tomorrow anymore. He was the guardian of forever. The first being to prove that even eternity can learn compassion, that even infinity needs a heart, and that hope always finds a way. The light faded, the world turned, and the living universe dreamed again.